Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the webinar, Why NDAs are Important, especially for companies and businesses. As introduced, my name is Vic Krishnan, and I am a barrister at law and a professor of law. So basically, what are NDAs? The first thing you've got to understand is the difference between different types of agreements and the basis of those agreements in terms of their intended consequences. So a non-disclosure agreement is basically an agreement where the signing parties agree with each other that they are not going to disclose certain facts or certain figures or certain statistics or certain information that has been agreed between them as being the subject matter of the NDA. As you can see on the first slide, I've said essentially there are types of restrictive covenants. A covenant is basically a legal undertaking, and a restrictive covenant is basically something that prevents you from engaging in a certain way or from committing a certain prohibited act. Therefore, an NDA in essence is an agreement that has been signed by the parties where both parties agree to not to do certain things in terms of confidentiality or disclosure of certain information. Now, when the courts are dealing with NDA, there needs to be a balance between maintaining public interest and private rights with regards to what can be protected by NDAs and what cannot be protected by NDAs. And I'm looking at things like public information or public interest information, that sort of thing. So therefore, there's always the requirement of ensuring that there is a certain degree of reasonableness that is portrayed by the NDA in terms of the parties signing it as to what they are agreeing to do. Okay. So what is an NDA? And it is an agreement between parties to keep specific information confidential that for a duration of time, and that is usually stipulated by the contract. You might wonder, how long can we keep information secret? So long as it is not falling within the scope of public domains. It's essentially between the parties. Obviously, it can't be eternal. Some goes on to 3 years, some 5 years, so on and so forth. As long as the parties agree, then it's fine. These are also referred to sometimes as confidentiality or secrecy agreements. Secret here does not mean that you keep a secret, but it just means that you can't disclose certain things about what was agreed. So in terms of functionality of the NDA, you are thinking, what's the main purpose of an NDA?